this is Rose. Welcome back to my channel. So before talking about the video, let me introduce you to my very special friend. His name is
Gurnaam. Hi.
So she's from DPS, you guys. Yay! Bonus.
So I am a 10th grader and I have my exams in less than 15 days. Still I'm sitting here, that is not a problem, okay? So today we'll be doing some Q&A and some details that every 10th grader wants to ask, or 12th grader wants to ask for that matter. So let's start.
Let's get into the
video.
So if you guys are thinking कि मैं ये वाली वीडियो क्यों कर रही हूँ बोर्ड्स के ऊपर, तो I scored around like 95% in my 12th class board. So I'm doing this video क्योंकि मेरे को लगा कि अगर मैंने इतना अच्छा स्कोर किया, in spite of being not a very bright student throughout my school life, I was a very average student. पर 12th में आते ही पता नहीं मुझे क्या हुआ, that I scored such good marks, which I'm so proud of. So I thought of doing this video for you guys with Gurnaam, because she herself is a topper of her school. So maybe we both can help you out, guys. So let's start with the questions. So around like 10 minutes before shooting this video, I put up a story on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please follow me there. I'm putting my link in the description. Self-promotion. So I put a story on my Instagram like 10 minutes before, and I got a lot of questions. So we just go through the questions and answer the questions for you guys. The first question was from Kawatra, who asked me how to study. What a question! How to study? Again, she's asking me that there's a lot of syllabus left and I want to score very good marks. So yeah.
So it's not about the how many hours you spend on studying. The only thing which matters is how many productive hours are there amongst them. So my only tip to you would be that rather than sitting the whole day in front of your desks, just spend 2 to 3 hours every day and have a productive learning in that, because there's no point sitting in the desk for hours and doing nothing. Okay, your parents will know you studied a lot, but you know for a matter of fact that you haven't studied anything at all. So yeah.
And when she's asking that there's a lot of syllabus left and you don't have days left,
you do not have the time to make pointers, the thing you can do is you can pick many guides, like there are many guides which are helpful, or for that matter you can take last 10-year papers of CBSE and just learn them. That will be very helpful.
Question papers are the best way to do your syllabus in the last days. I've done a lot of question papers. Go with the question papers, because क्या होता है boards में questions इधर उधर question paper से उठ के आते हैं. So they are more similar questions. So go with that. Yeah. So the next question is from Divyanshi Patra 30, who's asking me for time management.
Okay, so you don't have to make a schedule, to be really honest. If you set times like 10 to 1 I'll do this, 3 to 6 I'll do this, that is not really helpful. According to me, what you should do is you should get up every morning and you should write a day planner. You should write what things you have to complete today, and that will be your tasks to do. So you should make it a point that before you sleep all those things must be done, and you should not sleep until you have finished those things. So that will be very helpful in completing your syllabus.
Yes. So another thing, I feel that our body does not really have a habit of getting up every day and straight studying for 3 hours. तो हमें ऐसे करना चाहिए कि अपना पढ़ाई का शेड्यूल ही हमें सुबह वाला बना लेना चाहिए, जो हमारे बोर्ड्स का टाइमिंग होगा. क्या टाइम होता है तुम्हारे बोर्ड्स का? 10:30 to 1:30. तो उस टाइम पे ही तुम पढ़ो 3 hours straight, और maybe take a question paper in that time.
Exactly.
Note it कि कितना तुम्हें टाइम लगता है, and then start working. The next question is asked by Pranav P_2004. He's saying that how to revise all the subjects thoroughly, and I really like your post on IG and your video on YouTube. Thank you, Pranav. But for the question,
yeah. So the question regarding the question. So if you want to revise all the things, I think the bonus point which you should do is that while you're doing it, you should write some basic points which is necessary and you think are very wide ranging. So at the last moment when you're about to give your board, so at that time you should read all those points, and that will be like a memory thing, which like if you're last minute, if you're reading something, that tends to be in your brain. And for the main concept, you should make questions, especially for the subject of SST. You should make a lot of questions so that you do not have to read the NCERT on the last days. You should learn all those questions, because basically there are only 5 to 6 1 markers and most of the weightage is of 5 markers. So that is why you should make questions regarding the main topics of the chapter.
the questions, so the questions and pointers are for you, Pranav, and also I think flowcharts also do help.
Exactly.
When you can make a flowchart for every topic, and when you're going for the board in the morning time, you can just go through the flowcharts and all the pointers, and you do not have to go each and every line. So another question I got from Khushi, but which is actually totally out of context, but I'll still answer this. Which camera do you use for your YouTube videos? I'm using right now Canon EOS D600D. So let's now talk about all the distractions you have in life, which is majorly covered up by your phone.
Instagram, Snapchat delete कर दो, but phone रखना is important because Netflix वगैरह is very important for life.
ये ना कि जब में डाल रही हूँ, वो Netflix is very important. बोर्ड से तुम्हारे
important as in जब यार तुम पढ़ते हो बीच-बीच में break भी तो चाहिए होता है.
हाँ. So now let's talk about all the distractions you have, which is I think a phone, a laptop, or TV. Please keep them away for just like a month. You can obviously just not use them and not make it a distraction for you with the boards. So I know phones are important, but you can keep your social media away for a while, I think, because once you get into your Instagram, you spend your hours there, but you don't even realize.
Mostly watching memes.
Yeah, so delete your Insta, Snapchat, and
you should keep WhatsApp because all those class groups, very important.
It's a reason that you tell your parents that we need to talk to our friends for doubt clearing, but you end up talking about every other thing. Yeah. So,
but yeah, that does not mean that you have to keep studying. For like, I do not suggest using phones because that is a major problem for the eyes. But whenever you take rest, if you want to, you should sleep because that is a very good thing to do because it relaxes your whole body. So if you tell your parents that phone इसलिए use कर रहे हैं क्योंकि अभी हमारे पास free time है, अरे यार सो जाओ या खाना ही खा लो मतलब.
Eat good, healthy, clean food. Take care of yourself this time, and it's shit cold अभी आजकल. तो please wear good clothes और बाहर मत निकलो फालतू का इधर-उधर मत गेड़ी मारने जाओ.
और जो भी मार्शमेलो आज गया है, not good.
नहीं, not good. She didn't go. She wanted to go, but she didn't go because of the cold. So
sorry.
Phone is a distraction. You should throw it away.
I posted a story too, although I don't have many followers, but I still got one question. So the question is, are you an all-nighter or the morning bird? Which do you think is better? So according to me, that this topic is very wide-ranging and it depends on what kind of a person you are or what kind of family do you have. So for me, I am an all-nighter. I get up till 4 or 3 and I study at that time because I feel that at night nobody is coming to the room, nobody is intruding, or the maid is not coming to clean, mama is not asking for things. So at that time you can sit and you can just study. You have nothing else to worry about, nobody is coming. So yeah, but in the morning it is like on the contrary for me. If I get up early in the morning, my head starts to ache and I cannot study at all. So yeah, but this topic is very wide ranging. So it depends on person to person. For her, what do you think about it?
So for me, it's very opposite from her. I used to be an early bird and I'm still an early bird because मुझे कंसंट्रेशन सुबह होता है बिकॉज मेरा थोड़ा अलग सोचना होता है कि न्यू डे न्यू बिगनिंग और फ्रेश माइंड से मैं पढ़ती थी तो दैट यूज्ड टू वर्क फॉर मी सो जस्ट लाइक दैट समथिंग एल्स वर्क्स फॉर हर सो व्हाटएवर यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन और क्या आपके साथ जाते हैं अगर आपको कंसंट्रेशन रात को होता है या सुबह होता है तो दैट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन यू.
Okay, so the next topic we have is presentation. For this whole video, this is the most important topic. So presentation is something which really matters. The first thing which catches the eye of an examiner is how you present your paper. Don't worry if you do not have good handwriting, just leave spaces between your words and just after every question you should leave 2 to 3 lines, and if you have time, draw lines between those questions with a pencil because that shows your accuracy and the way you express yourself in a paper. Because for schools, teachers know this child is good, ये बच्चा अच्छा है, ये अच्छा लिखेगा. So sometimes they give you marks without even seeing your fully reading your answers. But that does not happen in boards. The examiner does not know who you are, what kind of a person you are you a topper or not. So the first thing which catches his eye is how you write your paper. So one more tip that you should not attempt the paper like you do question number 1 first, then 20th, then 15th. go section wise. Even if you want to attend section D first, complete it fully. Suppose there's a question you do not know, just leave space for it and move forward. Because if you attend your paper like this, it's very confusing for the examiner, and he or she does not have the time to check where you've written all the questions. So yeah,
they do not really have time. They spend like around 2 minutes, maybe less than that, for one exam sheet. Because और आपको नहीं पता कि उस टाइम एग्जामिनर का क्या मूड है, क्या पता वो घर से लेके आई है या वो कहीं और से लेके आई है, शी इज नॉट इन अ गुड मूड ऐसे ही, सो शी विल जस्ट नॉट लुक एट. और अगर उसका मूड अच्छा नहीं हो और आप उसको क्लमजी सा पेपर दे दोगे विच इज नॉट नीट एंड, तो वो गंदा सा चेक करेगी और छोड़ देगी. बट इफ शी सीज अ पेपर विच इज वेरी नीट एंड वेरी well presented, so you just impress her through your paper, and that is enough. That is what you need to do. So work on your presentation.
And yeah, one more thing, that when you're attending your paper, just read during the 15 minutes time, know that which section you know the best and start from that section, because the first impression is the last impression. If the beginning questions are wrong, the examiner will understand that you do not know much, even if you do. So start from the section that you know the best.
So you really need to play smart on all of these things. This for those people जिनका syllabus अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है. So मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगी कि that बिल्कुल भी stress मत लो और tension free होके chill करो, नहीं. Don't panic, but थोड़ा सा stress is very important. पता है मैंने psychology में पढ़ा था कि there are 2 types of stresses, eustress and distress. And eustress is actually very helpful for us, because that is that amount of stress, very minimum amount of stress, which keeps us going, keeps us motivated and all that. So guys, do not cheat. वैसे honestly अगर मैं बोलूँ मैंने थोड़ी सी cheating करी थी, पर आप लोग मत करना.
You're not a good influence.
आप मत करना, because क्या होता है वहाँ पे flying visit पे लोग आ रहे होते हैं और if they catch you with a chit or anything written on or any of your body part, वो तुम्हें 3 साल तक
बाहर कर देते हैं. तो 2-3 मार्क्स के लिए, 5 मार्क्स के लिए भी अपना फ्यूचर मत खराब करो. And be confident and know that you know things. बस.
Yeah, and जितना करे उसको बेस्ट करके आओ, जो नहीं करे उसको छोड़ दो. So do not
cheat.
So that is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. All the very best to all of you out there who are gonna appear for their boards this time. Please guys, wish her all the best. Wish her luck. Comment section भर दो. Please wish her luck.
Like, comment, subscribe and share.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Good. So please do all the good things. Like, comment, share with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't. And I will see you